Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So today we're going to talk about these women being mothers and hating being mothers, hating parenthood. And they like to say, oh, I love my kids, but how you love your children, but you hate every circumstance surrounding your kids, everything you do for your kids, everything that you know what I'm saying? Like, you hate all the circumstances that led to you having children. You hate all the circumstances that exist because you have children. And then you hate all the future circumstances that you're thinking about that may not necessarily be favorable to you, but you love your kid. Like, I don't understand the disconnect, because y'all have all of the opportunity in the world to not have kids. So I want you to listen to this chick. She didn't go extremely viral, but a few people, I saw a few people try to talk about it. And I want you to listen to what she's saying, though. See, everybody's in the comment section talking about mental health, but listen to what she's saying. This ain't no mental health crisis. This is a selfish crisis. Just listen to her. Here we go.
I love my kid. I fucking hate being a mom. I fucking hate being a parent. Like, I fucking hate it. And I feel bad for saying that, but like, I wish someone would have let people with BPD know that, like, we really shouldn't be moms. Like, having a kid is too fucking complicated. And I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to be responsible for this tiny human. I just want to be responsible for myself. And
now, to stop her, she says people with BPD, borderline personality disorder. Not only should people with BPD not have kids, it's complicated for them to even be in relationships. And I hate to say that, but I've watched people with BPD be in romantic relationships, and that is no joke. They are not a joke in relationships. It can quickly become very toxic with them because of the way that they perceive things and then the way that they react to things. Like, people with BPD, cluster B traits, histrionics, all of that. Yeah, that can be very interesting in a relationship in the first place. So you should have known having a kid was probably going to be way too questionable. But we're going to let her continue.
it's too late now. I didn't know parenthood was going to be like this. I didn't know I was going to be doing it all by myself with no support system, no family, no anything. I didn't know. If I would have known, I would have never done it. I would have never. Can I confess something?
Okay. So she breaking down, crying, talking about she knew it wasn't going to be no support. You knew you were single when you had these kids. Like, were you married, ma'am, at the time of conception for this child? That's the only way. It's the only way that I can kind of get around it, is if you did try, you were trying, you were in a marriage, and then you got pregnant, and then something happened to the marriage and it didn't last. Okay, that's better than never being married, deciding to have a kid, and then whining about it later. We got a big problem, not only with single motherhood, but the effects of single motherhood. These women do not like these kids, and they don't really want to have them. They are not built for parenthood. They are not built for motherhood. They're extremely selfish. She said, I just want to take care of me. I don't want to be responsible for this other human being. So that's an extreme amount of selfishness. That's an extreme amount of selfishness that she's displaying right here. And like she mean that, like she's crying. And then you have the other women that I'm going to talk about on a live stream coming up, because I saw another disturbing video of a woman talking about her kids and how much she hated them, hated having them, hated raising them, hated everything about them. And she used to beat on them because she hated them. And she's speaking on it now because apparently I guess the children are grown or whatever, and they don't want to deal with her. They don't want to deal with her. And it reflects a lot of what these women be thinking about when they had these kids. I don't know what they think having children is about. Because they birthed them with such selfish motives in mind, they never give a thought or care about the fact that they are about to birth another entire human being into this world that they're going to have to be responsible for. And they don't think about that before they try to, trap a dude with a baby or try to get back at somebody by having a baby or competing with the other baby mama because she going to have a baby and he going to love her baby more. Like whatever it is they be thinking about. It's not the child. It's not the child. Whoever they be thinking about is not the kid. It's always them. It's always just them. It's always what benefited them at the time or what was good for them at the moment. Never the child, never the father, never the family. You're not even having any support. I mean, who, whether or not you have family, whether or not you got friends or a support system, whether or not you got these people before you make decisions. If your circle big or small, if it's non-existent. You already know that information. So for you to get on here and act like you had absolutely no idea about what was in store for you as a mother, like, get out of here with that. You may not have known the intricate nuances and details because you can't know that until you start raising children. But at the same time, come on, you ain't looking at nobody else. Raise them. You ain't have no talk because y'all don't have no talks with nobody. Y'all don't consult with nobody to do stuff. You just emotionally spin off and react and have babies. You make entire life-changing decisions based on what you feel right now for somebody that's temporary. So you, again, like that little saying go, you make permanent decisions based off temporary emotions. And that's what a bunch of these women do. And then they gather around to feel sorry for each other when, like, and I'm gonna bring this example up of gathering around to feel sorry for a chick that you shouldn't feel sorry for. Everybody feels sorry for Krishan Rock. Let's talk about it. Everybody feels sorry for Krishan. And Blueface do her so dirty. And Blueface so toxic. And how soon did we forget how much Krishan fight and cuss and clown with that man? She has bust that man upside his head a couple of times. Like to the white meat to blood. Right? They both toxic. Now, how long have they been together as toxic? Before the baby. So she chose, knowingly, knowing who Blueface is, knowing the toxicity of their relationship, knowing the craziness of their relationship, she decided that a baby was a good idea by him. And now she wants to get on social media and cry and whine about how he not supporting and what he's saying about her and this and that. And everybody's jumping on her side. Oh, poor Krishan. No, poor Krishan. I don't feel sorry for her. I do not feel sorry for her. She had every opportunity to walk away from Blueface with no children and no attachments. Just go. How many times did he tell her he didn't like her and that he wanted her to leave? And that since she didn't go, he was just gonna, she there, so he gonna utilize her. How many times has Blueface said that to her in her face? Now everybody wants to be like, oh, poor Krishan. No, poor Krishan. No, poor Krishan. You know who that man was before you got knocked up. You hadn't already aborted a couple of his babies anyway. He was proving he didn't want a baby by you Because while y'all so-called together, he had a baby by another woman and he told you to abort yours. Why are these not red flags? Why? He's a walking red flag, and so is she. Krishan is just as bad as Blueface. Just as bad. Neither of them are victims. Both of them are volunteers. She volunteered for single motherhood and she volunteered to choose Blueface as the father. So this is, so whatever happens, oh well. Oh well. Don't nobody care. And they feel comfortable to get on social media and talk about how much they hate their kids and hate parenthood and all. I like it's actually rather appalling to hear the comfortability of women to say heinous things that a generation before we would not have said. However you felt, you don't say that. And then your kids get to be able to look on social media and see how you felt about them. They're gonna internalize it. I don't care if you say it, I love my children, and I was just talking about, they're gonna internalize that. They're gonna think this is what my mom thought about me. Not the circumstances, not her decisions, me. And they don't care. Anyways, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonite.